I don't care that there's a thunderstorm right there. And I don't care that these are open. I care about this. Why in my Brooks do I need to come to my favorite place that I'm trying to own with Cleetus Mcfarland and find trash everywhere? Why is there trash everywhere? Towels. Wrap all the trash in the towel. How about that? Okay, let's do that for once. Wrap it up in the towel. Take the trash with us. Wrap it up like a little baby. Hi, little baby. Bring it over here to the trash Tesla, to the one that's got the rear end. Yeah. And the one that with the, oh, it works. Never mind. It works. Then we put the trash in one side like this. So I'm tired of seeing trash everywhere. My God, last time I was here, did anyone see my videos? If you come here and you flash your lights, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, why is there trash everywhere? Goodness, and I did not have Red Bulls when I was here. Last time I checked, I did not have any Red Bulls here. I had them in Georgia, where I kind of shoplifted them. Like, we'll get to that. That was a nice thunder lightning. Didn't really shoplift. I rung it in, okay? I rung it in, and somebody probably voided it or took care of it. I confess. I ran 30 miles. A little journey. I ain't stopping believing. I want this freaking place. I need Cleet to believe me. Let's go inside. Hold on. Let me thread the needle here. Tesla's the one start drive. Threading the needle. I brought my 2-stroke boat here. Whee! About a quarter mile long. Maybe a little less. This driveway. Let's go drive right up to the front door. Right up the front door. This is where I was. Let's back her in. Okay, let's back her in. So we can get as close as we can without trespassing, because that is illegal. And as much as people probably trespassed this place before, I am not going to do that. I will park on the right side of the road, or the lane though. Like I said, when you need to come here and flash your lights, Mr. Cleet, come park on the right or left side of the road. All right, let's set up the not ceremony, but the YouTube video. What's going on, brother? Hi, everyone. Joey, make it happen. Welcome back to part 2, whatever this is. Trying to make it happen. PBIR, or Palm Beach International, make it happen together. Motorsports Party Park. I don't care that it's a mouthful. It'll learn. You'll learn it, okay? All right, here we go again. Standing on business. Remember that TikTok where I was standing on, or that Instagram, or that X, or that YouTube where I was standing on business? This was the reflection, my big calves and my nice knees. I was standing here at the racetrack. And here I am again at the racetrack. No trespassing. We got that. Private property. What does that look like to you? Looks like a garage where you can work out of cars, maybe. Looks like the roof is still good. This is the go-kart track. You can kind of still see it in the rough if you look real closely. The go-kart track is pretty sweet. There's a bunch of old tires here that need either refurbishing or just plain old throwing out. There are 2, 4, hold on, more than that. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, probably an odd number I'm going with here, 17, 19, 21, 2, at least 20 different poles, maybe more, that are old lights. Katrina's calling me, but I'm gonna have to ignore that because I'm sorry, I'm making a YouTube video, baby. And I gotta make this one because I'm not doing anything wrong. Scout's honor, not homicidal or suicidal or trespassing, just taking a peek. And I don't have her drone, which I will probably not be able to borrow. I'm gonna maybe leave that part of the video out. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's her drone. She can do what she wants with it. But this is where you probably run around the track and do a lot of burnouts and go up. That is the drag portion of the track. And in the back is, what portion is in the back? There's an oval, I believe, and other things. We will go zoom in on the map in a little bit once we hopefully don't get rained on. There's a lot of lightning in the air, and you can see Florida doing its Florida thing. Let me change the exposure. Looks really nice. This place needs work, and plenty of it. But there's a lot of fun to be had on what is here already. I just don't have any cars. I just don't have any cars, but 2 Teslas. I have a house. Already said I got $35,000 in debt. Where were we last yesterday? I did some things. We're not going to talk about that. That's going to be for the Bible study, because we need the Bible on that one. I will read the Bible at the end of this, either part 2 or part 3. I don't know if it's going to be a part 2 or 3, if I need to elongate this or not. But yeah, I'm here at the racetrack. Joey, make it happen. Hey guys, that guy, that crazy guy on the internet who did a lot of mania and has everything, schizophrenia, bipolar mechanisms, everything but autism and Asperger's. That's great. We love that. Because that's what I'm probably am, just a very highly functioning autistic Asperger ass-having person. It always seems to rain when I come here. Last time I was here, I zoomed my life on this whatever long quarter mile or whatever this is, how many thousands of feet, and I connected everything from the very beginning all the way to here where I'm standing. My extension cords, my life, all my deck of cards, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, my yearbooks, everything got rained on, even Stella's paws. I brought my whole life here because I thought I was going to move here. Don't really think that's mania. Maybe it is, maybe a little dash of mania. But I had a vision, kind of like how I want to be a pilot someday. Like you, Cleet, you're a pilot. You know the Vision Jet, right? The Vision Jet G2 Cirrus. That is a badass unit. That is my inspiration. The lightning cracks. That is my goal. I want that jet. You got a Pilatus, you got the Carbon Cub, you got a Consuela. I want that jet. That's what I want. The Vision. I'm going to be using the Vision a lot as I speak in my YouTube videos. Because I have a vision. Or I have a dream. Like Mr. Forgot his name. Oh my God. I'm so terrible. I'm so bad. It'll come to me. Not Malcolm X. The other guy. You know what I'm talking about. But I have a dream too. Damn, I'm terrible for not remembering that. That'll come to me in the later of this video. But this racetrack needs some big dreams about it. That's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Gotta go down and talk to the grok. Or just shut this off for a second. Lord, should I be smiteth with a piece of lightning right now, or a dash of lightning? Martin Luther King Jr. Duh. I have a dream. Like Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream one day. And I commanded all these people of this non-existent racetrack to come together and be something way bigger and way wider angle than we are. The Palm Beach International Raceway needs to be saved. And I have a petition. And I have a GoFundMe below. The petition matters more. The faster we can stop this from being developed, the better. The GoFundMe we can worry about. I need Cleetus. I need Matt Armstrong. I need all of the fellow car YouTubers out there. I need everyone. Y'all don't get it. This is not a little man's job. Look at me. Look at me. Hi. I am a small little person who's got a little bit of muscle and a hell of a lot of attitude. Not really. A hell of a lot of drive. I've never gone past third gear in my life, but I can learn. My dad never let me go past third gear in that C7 that he had, or what was it? Was it C6s before they moved the engine to the back? C7. I think he had a C6. The Stingray, the black and yellow version, black and yellow. Yeah, that was a powerful car for a little kid of probably 19 at the time to be driving. I understand. But I've never gone past that in I never gone stick shift past third gear. Not my fault. My dad loves his cars. You love your cars too, right, bro? I need a teacher. But I am the ideas guy. My ideas in my skull don't seem to shut off, ever. Ever since I asked Grok about this racetrack, it is the only one who believed in me. Why does an AI believe in you? Because it is literally told to believe in you. Why can't I tell people to believe in me? And they listen. That is the issue. Holy moly, the lightning. The wind is picking up now. Thank God I have a DJI mic with one of those little fuzzy things on it. Because I'd hop through that hole right there. But someone is listening. I feel like someone should be listening, so I don't want to get caught. I'm on Beeline Highway, where a sheriff can pull up at any moment and tell me to leave, even though there is no trespassing signs when you get all the way up there. I guess they don't want anyone not to remember this place, but I remember it because I have a bird's eye view on my Tesla screen. I zoom in and I see what's here. I see the vision of a Make It Happen Together Motorsports Party Park. Sounds like a lot. I'll get to it. Part 3, I'll get to it. But what's here needs to be saved. What is also on the outside needs to be saved. Nothing needs to be futzed with. Needs to have a grass parking lot here, more paving, nice big shower and wash up stalls right there. That's basically what that is. That's old bathrooms. Another parking lot over there. We do not need to mow anything down. Leave all the stanchions, leave all the concrete barriers as is. Clean them up, paint them. We will look at the lights. I understand how much lights cost. I watched a video, Cleet, where it was like $25,000 or more just for a couple set of lights. It was probably more than that, but I remember that video where you broke it down, and I will reference that later on. Save what's here and enhance it. I like the word enhance. I like saving things. You like saving the Freedom Factory? You did that, brother. If I can one hand clap for you without dropping this phone, I'd one hand clap. What is the sound of one hand clapping? I don't know. Yeah, okay, from Fairly Odd Parents. I watched Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, Wild Thornberries, Rocket Power, Cody and Kids Next Door, all the good shows growing up that are no longer with us. I have somebody who's pulling up now who I might know. He's in a Chevy Silverado. Maybe we can say hi. If not, I'm probably gonna get kicked out now. He's got a tow truck on him. Probably gotta tell me I gotta leave. Let me explain who I am. Mr. East Coast, how are you?
Good. This is private property. I know that someone ripped that boulder out, but you can't.
Can I be back here for 5 more minutes? I'm actually trying to save the racetrack.
I understand. I can talk to you more about it if you
Yeah.
want.
Can I pull out and have a conversation with you? I appreciate it. What's your name? John. I'm Joey. I'll clean up. I'll be done less than 5 minutes. Thanks, man. Well, it wasn't private property the 3 days in a row that I was here. And I got a lot to explaining to do to Johnny, I think. I can't really get there unless he follows me out. So I gotta move as fast as I can without dropping anything off the top of my car. Oh, I'll explain to him about my mental health journey. Maybe he'll understand that I was here or watched any of my videos. That'll work. That'll work. I had a feeling someone was gonna catch me. Gotta catch them all, Jokemon. Oh. But yeah, that's what happens when you trespass. You get a warning. Please do not do anything. Warning, warning. Why was I not warned the 4 days or 5 nights in a row that I was here and I slept here? Nobody seemed to bother me then. I think there's gonna be a lot of bothering having to do with this racetrack that people want to develop it. And we got a lot of fighting to do, everybody. We're gonna have to do some fighting like Christina Aguilera. And yeah, I'm gonna ask this guy if he's cool to be on film, because I'm playing with Cleetus Mcfarland, and hopefully he just gets that. Oh. Oh. What's the good? You mind if you,
Thanks for helping me out.
dude? You mind if you're on film? I'm a YouTuber.
I really don't want to be on film.
All right, I'm gonna leave it right here. But I appreciate that for letting me know. You have a card, by the way? Sure. You have a card. In case I need to tell when I'm out here. Is it okay to park outside here?
Yeah, out here I don't.
I know a lot of people probably break with that fence and the hole in the wall.
They've done a few $1 million of damage. So, and that's the problem. So, like, you're trying to document it, you do some cool shit, whatever you're on. You can jump the fucking fence, like, which is awesome. Appreciate that. And you're trying to do it the right way. I've sent over a dozen people, probably closer to 2 dozen people to jail from what they've done inside the shit out of here. Yeah, the cameras notified that someone was here, so I just shot at him. But
only because I was about myself out here back in May 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Really?
So I came out here about this is my 5th time coming out here. Wow. This document thing. And I brought my whole life out here. I brought my whole life. I'm about to read the story. Section Cords. I don't read the story, but I brought my Section Cords. Made a whole train away from how to get a quarter mile away from my life.
okay. Yeah, we get some we got some motion sensor cameras. That they use like on the wheels and stuff. So it's got cell service and just notified me. So yeah, it could have been for sure. Sometimes batteries go dead. But anyways, yeah, it's just like a shot. But what's up? What are you trying to?
So this is what I'm trying to own. This is the racetrack, right? Yeah. You take this to go-karts, there's an oval in the back, a quarter mile.
Yeah. All right, give me a feel.
And I came from a mental health crisis. That's not for 42 days before this.
Okay.
So I think YouTuber is trying to get us empowered. So sure, to be back there. He bought it from the racetrack back in 2020.
Right.
Living great. So I'm trying to unite and international. So, yeah, this is pretty much the dream. When I was in mental health, this is what they gave us.
Right.
Drawing.
Yeah, I got nothing to do with that. We flip it over and make it my own. I got it.
That's what I did.
For sure.
So we had that four stories, we had that blue Corvette GS6.
Okay.
I'm in $33,000 credit card debt. I had a feeling I was gonna win that. And that 50 grand was gonna give it to me, was gonna get me that credit card debt. So I'm like, never going to use it. Cool. So I realized I made a petition online. Yeah. Actually the GoFundMe link. Sure. And a petition to sign. You can save your stuff. I know it's already been bought out.
It has.
I thought somebody was trying to help.
That was the original buyer back when it was still early.
30 million.
Something like that. It was stupid.
Let me ask you, you had it in
What do I think it's worth? What do I? No, I understand. What do I think it's worth, or what would it take?
what do you think would be a good offer?
I think 60 is good.
I heard a funny number like 69 million. I know that's a racetrack.
Yeah, no, I don't think they did. The people that own it aren't racing. They own it by default. The people that had it before, not the Melissa family, people they defaulted on their own. So it's hedge fund that owns it. They're just money people. That's it. They're just, hey, this is strictly business. They're not
Everyone is
racers.
they didn't care about this, and they won't continue forever.
Yeah, if it stayed, no, they would love it. For
Sure.
sure. This track generates a lot of money. I've been a part of it for a long time.
Really? All week?
30 something. 30. Yeah. So I think my average benefit in the hospital not real one. It was, you know. I've never been to a lot of it. Yeah, it's sometimes in places it was shut down and wasn't able to even, we're shutting it down for making so it really sucks, which is really fun. But I think that if somebody really gives it real money that had real, real check the markets, probably could do it. But people, obviously everyone gets crazy. That is that too. Yeah, so people get crazy and they think that they feel like one little piece of information and they blow out the bullshit. That actually they will. No. Well, I'll give everybody a chance. How are you gonna act?
If I'm gonna be drunk and acting full and smoke a cigarette in your face, you're gonna give me. You're gonna give me the toe up. You got the wheels for this thing? You know you can't put this on. You gotta put the wheels in the back. Got them tucked under. There you go.
but it sucks. And we appreciate people like you. When I say we, like people that actually use to make the place fit. And like I said, the people that own it now are not bad people. They're just money people. So someone brought them a deal for stupid money. They were in it for this much money. They had this much profit. Hey, that's a business we're in. We're not in the race of our business. We're in the loan business.
What's the sound ordinance like? You have a state of your last question.
No problem. Before it passes to the hill. Yeah. Do we have my cell number?
I'm gonna text you. My name's JoeyMakeithappen.
Good deal, man. Johnny B.
That's me, Johnny B. Nice to meet you.
Be good. Drive safe, all right?
Hey, thanks for
I'm
being
out.
cool.
I'm gonna head home now.
I appreciate you, man.
I got you. Well, short-lived, but it is part 2 of the video. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm back home now. Can't really go back to the racetrack where I stood the whole time, but I can still go back and pray there. And I will do that in the future. Not anytime soon. I gotta get back to work this week. I promised Anthony and Katrina I'd be back to work now, even though I've only been 2 weeks out of a mental health crisis. Only 2 weeks and I go back to work already. If I never went in the first place, not to the racetrack, to the mental health 8 facilities, I would not be in this position that I am right now. I was making $8,000 a month Ubering. Nobody seems to believe me yet. But my psychiatrist will believe me on Tuesday when I tell him that these meds are giving me swollen ankles and migraines. I don't need migraines. I don't need swollen ankles, thank you. I need to be the owner or half owner of this racetrack. And that was the whole point of everything, which you'll come to understand in my mental health journey when I talk about it in the Acts. No Bible study right now, just action. And I'm tired of being tired, but thank you to East Coast Towing and Transport, Mr. Johnny B, for not towing and transporting my Tesla. You were a cool dude. A fan of Cleetus's too. You knows who you are, brother. Say hi. What's going on, Johnny B? It's Joey and Cleetus. Or just Joey, not Cleetus yet. I will not drop his phone number because he doesn't need enough work. Probably gets enough work as it is. But I'm going to text this guy and tell him to follow Joey Make It Happen. And I'm going to end this off like that. Follow Joey Make It Happen. Watch Joey try to make a racetrack happen. I have energy. I have faith. I have power. But I need help. And by you liking, commenting, subscribing, and going to the GoFundMe, if you have a cent, or a penny, or a dollar, or many, or even just to sign, enough time to sign a petition. This place is not owned. Johnny B told me that it is still up for sale. We have time, more than I thought. But I want to make this happen as fast as possible. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't happen. I cannot be an Uber driver forever. I have 13,000 miles left on this warranty before I got to trade it in. I can't afford a car right now. But I can afford to make YouTube videos and go out on Uber Eats and drive until then. So until the next part 3, this is Joey Make It Happen, part 2. Let's save a racetrack together, me and you, and Cleetus too. Peace.